Good morning. My name is Nate Sargent. I'm the Director of Instruction at Loch Lloyd Country Club, and I'm joined here
with Robin Hackney, the Health Club Manager here at Loch Lloyd Country Club.
And this month we're going to start a new video series that will bring you information mid-month throughout the season for some exercises and other related golf instruction tied into the fitness regimen. So Robin will start us off and take me through a couple exercises.
Yeah, this month we're going to focus on some warm-up exercises that you can use pre-game, and then also some rehab and prehab exercises for your shoulders. Definitely an important part when it comes to the golf swing. So I'm going to have you stand with your feet about hip distance apart.
Okay.
You're going to grab a hold of your club. If you don't have a club nearby, you can use a PVC pipe, you can use a bar, whatever works for you. We're just going to begin to lift up just overhead and then bring it right back down.
All right.
So as we lift up, if there's any pinching in the shoulders, feel free to bend the elbows.
Okay. Should I do it slow, fast? Does it really matter?
Whatever pace feels comfortable to you. In the beginning, you don't want to be going too fast. And as you begin to loosen up, you might be able to bring it a little further overhead.
Okay.
So think about just opening into the shoulder girdle, a little bit into the chest as you press it back.
Feels good.
Yeah, a couple cycles there. So now we'll just bring it down, slightly bending your knees.
Okay.
So spinal rotation, we're just going to gently move side to side. And as you come to the side, I want you to pick up that other foot to be
Okay.
So we're kind of going to bring the hips with us. Nice and slow.
Staying in posture the whole time here?
Yes.
Okay.
Now let's go ahead and just set the feet down, slightly bending the knees, and just think about working maybe the belly button up.
Okay.
So again, just loosening up the back.
I can really feel it in my lower back here.
Okay, all right. So make sure there's no pinching, only go to a place where it feels comfortable.
Okay.
And then we're going to come back to the center. So I'm going to have you reach it overhead again.
All right.
Slightly bend the elbows. Again, make sure there's no pinching in the shoulders. So now lateral flexion in the spine.
Okay.
We're going to move to one side and then to the other. We're going to do our best to keep the hips steady. So think about maybe like a giant letter C in the spine. It's important to move your spine in all directions. So we did the rotation first. Now this is lateral flexion. And in just a moment, we'll do extension flexion. And then we can just bring that back down to the center.
All right.
All right, so for now we're going to set our club down.
Okay.
And we're going to make our way to the mat. Now, if this doesn't work for you, if you're out on the golf course, you don't want to get down on the golf course, that's fine.
Okay.
You can always just do this in a standing position too. So what I'll have you do is come to all fours.
Okay.
I'm going to move this out of the way so you can be seen.
All right.
There we go. And then just moving through a cat-cow. So it's the crown of the head and tail up to the ceiling, and then exhale, chin to chest. So I'm going to turn to the side so you guys can see.
So I'm starting right here.
We're going to drop the belly down so the head and the bottom come up, and then you're going to draw the belly in, press into the shoulder blades, and feel that nice stretch in the upper back.
Okay.
So extension and flexion. So again, you can do this in a standing position as well if you would like.
And should I feel my hips moving at all, or are they
So your
staying
hips stay in one spot. Just think about your belly button coming in, and then your belly button going down towards the ground. So lifting and lowering. And this might be one that you want to do after your golf game as well. All right. So now we're going to swing those legs out in front of us and come to your bottom.
Okay.
This one again, you probably wouldn't want to do out on the course.
Okay.
But it's a nice opener for the back and for the hips. So if you want to take a look first, I'll show you.
Yep.
It's scorpion. We're going to have our arms out, our legs pretty down. Depending on your back, if your back's a little tight, I want you to keep the knee bent. And you're just going to gently move side to side.
Okay.
If your back feels okay, I'm going to have you come to the side, swing the foot out towards the hand. So just side to side.
Okay.
So I'll let you lay down.
So I'm going from...
So we want to keep the shoulders down. So
Shoulders
don't
come
let the shoulder come up.
Okay.
Only move as far as it feels comfortable. And you can extend that opposite leg or you can keep the knee bent. Whatever feels right.
I need to work on my flexibility here.
That's why we're here.
I can really feel the muscles around the small of my back or my spine here.
Okay, so take your time. So all the movements that we're doing in the beginning, they're dynamic movements. A static stretch would be if you were just to hold the leg in and stretch the hamstrings, and you don't want to do that in the beginning.
Okay.
Think about maybe pulling a rubber band out of the drawer that's been in there for a while, and if you pull on it, it'll probably snap easily. Okay. So just like your muscles, you want to get them nice and warm. So again, this is a dynamic movement that you can do.
If I want to make it harder, then I try to reach.
Then you extend the leg out.
Okay.
Correct. And you'll feel that a little more in your glutes as well, and your hip.
Definitely do.
Yeah. Alright, so then you can come back to the center. And then our last one that I have for dynamic warm-up for your hamstrings, you can either use your strap or you can just use your hand to the leg. So first I'll just turn to the side and show you the one just with your hand. You can draw the knee in, extend, and then bend. So what you want to work on here is keep that hip down. We don't want to compromise and give into any imbalances.
Okay.
And then with the strap, you would do the same thing, just place it around the ball of the foot, and then we're just going to lift and lower.
Okay.
So you can decide whichever one works for you.
So I'm keeping the hip down and then...
And you can have your hands behind your leg if you would like.
Okay.
So if you're choosing this one, I would use the strap on that one.
Okay.
So you just place it around the ball of the back foot. You can use a towel, whatever works for you. Yeah.
And what's the average range of motion here then for a normal?
Okay, well,
this is...
we are trying to get to 90 degrees,
Okay.
Okay? So you're great.
Okay.
And it's okay if you're not to 90 degrees. Don't worry about that if you're not there. So we'll just slowly loosen that up. We have some great yoga classes at the health club that will help you with flexibility if you're interested.
Which I've participated in. They're good.
Okay, so those are the warm-up exercises. So we did the shoulder openers with the club. We did the spinal rotation. Okay. Then we did the lateral flexion. And then we worked on the extension flexion with your cat-cow. And then we did the scorpion and the hamstring stretches too. So prehab and rehab for the shoulders. There's a lot of shoulder injuries out there, lots of knees. Those are the two hardest parts to rehab. So to prevent anything from happening, we are going to use a ball. Here we go.
Thank you.
And you're going to be on your knees with the ball in front of you.
Okay.
If you don't have a ball, that's okay. You can do these just seated maybe to the edge of the couch. You can use an ottoman, whatever works for you. We're going to bring our chest to the ball.
Okay. Okay,
so you're welcome to keep the knees down here if you'd like. If you want to work a little bit on core stabilization, go ahead and come to your toes.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to bring our arms out in a V, making the letter Y as we lift up with our thumbs up. And then bring it right back down. So you can start to feel that in the shoulders.
I do.
All of these exercises are really good for the rotator cuff. So to prevent any injuries there. Or if you've had an injury there, helping build up those small muscles. So this is our Y. You can see that you're making the letter Y. And then the next one, we're going to bring our arms out to the side, palms are facing forward, and the letter T. Bring it up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then back down. So on these, you want to make sure you're looking straight down so we don't irritate the neck. So that's our T. So we did our Y, our T, now our W. I want you to bring your elbows in. You can bring thumbs up, squeeze the elbows in, and this one's a smaller movement. Just bring the elbows or the thumbs up as high as you can, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then right back down. And then lift and squeeze, and back down. So you can feel that that one's a little bit smaller, but building up those muscles in the back. And think deep into the shoulders as you do all of these. All right. Then we'll bring the arms down. Now an L. So go ahead and make fists with your hands.
Okay.
Once you bring them up, goalpost arms, and then rotate. Again, down, and lower all the way down. You can do these with really light weights. So maybe 1 pound weights, maybe soup cans. But for right now, I would start with no weight at all.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's our L. So we did the Y, the T, the W, and then the L. And then if you need a little stretch, you can always come to your knees, and then bring your hands to the wall and just sit back down.
I'm going to need that so I can feel it. So.
Okay.
That feels good though.
And I'm going to stand up and we're going to use the ball.
Okay.
So, since we have this ledge here, I'm going to have you come right to the center your back's against the wall.
All right.
Your feet are about maybe 3 to 6 inches away. So you're kind of leaning into the wall. Okay. Bring your arms out so that your palms are forward. Now just be mindful of the ledge at home. If you have a flat wall, use that. We're going to bring the arms up as high as you can without any pinching to the shoulders. You feel that in the upper back?
Yeah. I definitely do, yeah.
And then the very tops of the shoulders and then back down. And if you feel like you're too close to the wall, you can come a little further away.
Okay.
And I want you to feel it in your low back. Let's go ahead and lean against. Open up as much as you can. And bring it right back down. This one is a really good one for posture too, because it helps build up all those muscles for posture.
Yeah, I can really feel it in my rotator.
Yeah.
And then through my upper back once I get up.
Yeah. So see how your hands have come off the wall?
Yeah.
You want to keep your hands to the wall as much as you can.
And is that a flexibility issue on my part? Yeah.
Flexibility.
I figured like.
And then the last one we're going to use the tube for internal and external rotation.
Okay.
All right. So we'll move over here. Next one is internal and external rotation for the shoulders. So we'll have you do this in just a moment. Let me show you. You're going to start with your elbow by your side. Keep it by your side, like there's a piece of paper underneath the arm. You're just going to open it up as much as you possibly can. It may not get very far, that's okay. So it's just back and forth. This is the external. And then for the internal, you can step out just a little bit. Again, keep the elbow by your side. Open it up as much as you can, and then bring it in. So again, another rehab exercise for the shoulders. So elbow by your side, and open up. Feel that deep in the shoulder, and then right back to that starting point.
And do I want to feel it come all the way back, or should I
You
just
can
feel?
stop halfway right there.
Okay, perfect.
Out and in. And as we bring that out, your elbows are going to want to come away from the body, so you can just keep it in. Don't worry about how wide you get it.
Okay. So this would be good for people at home to do it in front of the mirror then.
Absolutely,
Okay.
yes.
And then now we're going to go from.
Your fist is now facing away from you. And then you're going to bring it in for the internal rotation.
Okay. Is that looking good so far?
Yeah,
Okay.
looks great.
I can feel that definitely.
Good. Now there are different size tubes. This is a green tube, we have red tubes. Blue tube probably would be a little too much. You could also hold some light weights
Okay.
and do that. So.
Very good.
So those are our warm-up exercises and our shoulder rehab and prehab.
Wonderful.
All right,
I
thank
feel
you.
great, and I appreciate all the help
Thank
today.
you.
And we'll see you all next month for something new from the Health Club, with a little help with your golf game as well.